Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Amelia here, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video. My last video was Mental Health Monday, which by the way I would still like to do, so if you have any questions that I can answer every Monday in a video, then just leave those questions in a comment here below. And also, I would just like to please ask you to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can see when I upload new videos. So, let's just get into today's topic, which is 8 most Googled questions about schizophrenia that I will answer for you today. So, number 1, do schizophrenics hear voices? 70 to 80% of schizophrenics do hear voices, but there are other symptoms such as visual hallucinations and tactile hallucinations, smell visualizations. Those are less common, of course. So yes, hearing voices is the most common, but there are other forms of hallucinations that schizophrenics may have. Second question, do schizophrenics have multiple personalities? Now, I don't know why this one is so often confused, but no. Dissociative personality disorder is where you have multiple personalities, and that is a completely different disorder, which unfortunately is also very misunderstood, but it is completely different from schizophrenia. Schizophrenics do not have multiple personalities. That is completely untrue, even though it is like portrayed in media. And you often will hear that just in the general public. No, schizophrenics do not have multiple personalities. Can schizophrenia be cured? No, as of now there is no cure for schizophrenia, but there are treatment options. So medication and therapy, ECT, just various forms of therapy, medication really I think being the most helpful component to treating your schizophrenia. But as of now, hopefully sometime in the future there will be a cure, but as of right now there is no cure. Are schizophrenics psychopaths? Are schizophrenics psychopaths? No, they are not. This is actually a totally different personality disorder, again called antisocial personality disorder, which is something that often like sociopaths have. Serial killers usually develop this kind of mental disorder, which is why they lack empathy and feeling and do commit such horrendous crimes with no guilt. But that is not schizophrenia at all. In fact, schizophrenics are more likely to be the victim of crimes than the person who commits the crime. So they are definitely not psychopaths. Schizophrenics have feelings just like anybody else does. So that is a myth. Does schizophrenia get worse with age? So schizophrenia can get worse with age if symptoms are left untreated. The disorder can gradually become worse over time. An interesting statistic though is if schizophrenia manifests at a younger age, then symptoms and behavior are generally more extreme than they are with late onset schizophrenia. So it's interesting, if you develop schizophrenia at say 40, your symptoms may be less severe than someone who say developed that disorder at age 20. So that's kind of an interesting statistic that I wasn't familiar with, so there you go. Is schizophrenia genetic? Schizophrenia is thought to be genetic. It does tend to run in families. There is no one single gene that contributes to schizophrenia. Scientists think that it's a combination of genes that has not yet been discovered, but subset of genes does make people more vulnerable to the condition, it is thought. Do schizophrenics feel love? Yes, schizophrenics feel love just like anyone else feels love. I think one reason this may be kind of controversial or misunderstood is because one of the negative symptoms of schizophrenia is social withdrawal. So schizophrenics may be less able to form relationships, deep relationships with people that may lead to a romantic relationship. So in that sense, it's possible that less schizophrenics are in a relationship or in a romantic relationship, but that can just be for friends too. Like maybe they socially withdraw from friends, but they're close to their partner. It's just a case by case thing. So schizophrenics can definitely feel love just as much as any other person can. And finally, the last Googled question is schizophrenia a disability? And yes, it definitely is a disability. The ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, does count schizophrenia as a diagnosis. It is something that you are able to receive federal benefits from as a disability that is preventing you from being able to work. Having the symptoms of schizophrenia can make working and maintaining a job very, very difficult. Just as difficult as someone who may have a physical disability, like say MS, for example, is a common disability that people often are on government assistance for. So yeah, schizophrenia is no different. The symptoms can be just as debilitating as a physical illness. So yeah, schizophrenia is certainly considered a disability. And that wraps it up. That is all 8 most commonly Googled questions about schizophrenia that I answered for you today. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you learned something, and if you already knew all these things, then great. Please share this with someone, maybe a family member or a friend who maybe isn't as familiar with schizophrenia, and that would be great. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!